Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So you join me for the final time on this world as we complete the grand finale of the Thorium mod. So today will in fact be the final episode of our throwing adventure, and by the end of today's episode I will have taken down Ragnarök, the final boss in Thorium. And I'm very excited for this. I heard about that difficulty spike and that's what really piqued my interest. Will this be hard? I don't actually know. I can't remember too much about this boss. You see, I fought it a good while ago, maybe a year ago plus, and I haven't looked it up since then. The only thing I can remember is it being shaped like a moon, but that might have been the spirit mod. That's how well I remember it. I am very, very excited to finish off another awesome series. I've had so much fun on this series. I can't believe it. I'm so glad you stuck it out with me. So, let's have a little look at what we can craft today. So, I went ahead and fought the Moon Lord 2 more times after the last episode. So, I went through all the pillars and such, and then I just, used all the extra ones to do an extra fight. So, I've got 2 bags to open up. So, let me start by opening them up. 1, 2. Oh my god. We actually got what I wanted. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, I didn't set this up. Ruthless Angel's End. So this is a throwing weapon you can get from Moon Lord, and I was desperate to get this because I actually wanted a big upgrade for today, and that is perfect. Like, I feel like that's the best upgrade we can get right now. Oh my god, I didn't expect to get it. I thought it would be rare, I'm not going to lie. And I also was just going to shrug past it because I was like, well, if I don't get it, I'm not really fighting the Moon Lord. I'm done with that boy. Oh my god, that is so cool. I love it. There's no arc to it. It's like, if you aim this right, you get a shot. Oh my god. So that is 831 damage. This is 123. Let me show you this. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm so glad we got that. What I really want to do today, though, is use all the Luminite. This is the only reason I did it. I needed Luminite and I needed White Dwarf fragments so that I can make the armor set. Now, you may remember yesterday we had these consumables, these galaxy cutters. These are so expensive for what they are, so I don't actually have the time to make any more. So I had to go back to, well, I'm going to make them in a minute, but I'm going to go back to the shade throwers, because they're a lot cheaper to make, and the damage is not too different. I mean, it's different, but it's not too different. So let me make White Dwarf armor. So I'll make a chest piece, I'll make some leggings, and then I can just afford a helmet. So there we go. So we're currently on 52 defense. And our set bonus is 50% of the damage you take is staggered over the next 10 seconds, which is a really cool little buff, right? Let me swap these over. So we now have 66 defense, which is still pretty low, but it's considering that I don't have any, like, warding accessories. Set bonus. Critical strikes will unleash Ivory Flames from the Cosmos. Ivory Flames deal 0.1% of the hit target's maximum life is damaged. So the bigger the boss, the more the damage, which sounds really cool. So we're also going to make a Doom Sayer's coin. So this is to be fought at nighttime, which is interesting because it's going to be a little bit harder to see. And then I guess I make some... Ooh, what's this from? Fists Hocker 2. I don't know what that's from. Okay, never mind. I don't need this. What mod is this from? Is this from Thorium? Is that what that is? I don't even know. Maybe it's from like an extra mod. But that being said, I should probably make some wings. I don't know which one of these is the best one. But if I was to make one to match, I would probably get Stardust wings. And then we could maybe dye it green. I don't have any green dye. If I had green dye, this would be even better. So let's have a little look at these wings. Ooh, they're really cool. I like them. And let me take off this as well so you can see the full armor set and all of its glory. Oh my god, we look amazing. See you later, goldfish. So yeah, I guess we wait until nighttime now to do this. What I'm planning to do with this episode is I feel like we're going to lose straight away, which is fine because I'm going to use a platform to actually do the fight. And then we'll start strategizing and making new stuff and trying to figure it out. And look, if we beat it first time, that would be pretty great. Save me a lot of effort. But what we'll do after that is we'll just like mess around with some bosses if the episode ends up being too short. Because I want you guys to have a good finale. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Give the video a big fat thumbs up if you're excited for the next series. And if you haven't already, make sure to click subscribe. By subscribing to ChippysCouch, you're in the one-stop place for all your Let's Play goodness. Before I begin this fight, I completely forgot to get something that I feel like would be very good. And that is, my friends, a shine potion. I'll get a few of these bad boys, and a few of these. So yeah, I am expecting this fight not to go so great. I've also just been like selling off all of the extras and stuff. It's kind of nice to do that when you fight Moonlord. I remember back in my original Yo-Yo series, I would open up 50 treasure banks because I was really farming for that Yo-Yo. And then people would be like, you're just trashing the best items in the game. And I'd be like, yeah, I am. I've got one purpose and one purpose only. Okay, let's see what this is like. This is nothing like I remember. I remember the big moon. And I do feel like I was remembering the spirit mod. But you never know. This could be like the start of something new. You know, this could be like phase 1 of a million different phases. So let me just keep making sure that I'm swapping between them. I tell you what, I noticed these new wings straight away. Oh my god, that sound is pretty bad. So let me try use this for a little bit, see what this does. I think this pierces, which is even better. So I am convinced that this is probably phase 1 of a larger fight. Because I don't remember this at all. But they may have just redesigned it. I've said this many a time in the past, but this is one of the biggest reasons why I play so much modded Terraria. And people don't seem to get it. People that don't enjoy modded Terraria don't seem to get it. But it's the fact that they get updated as often as actual Terraria. Well, they get updated more than Terraria. And I just like fresh stuff. You know, I like playing new stuff. You know, you can't play the same stuff all of the time. So Terraria is the constant, you know. It's always Terraria. It always looks the same. Character always moves the same. But the modded content is what really makes everything special. I do love modded. I really, really do. I'm so grateful for it. Okay. Right, so that is one of them down. Aquarius, or Aqueous, can't take the trauma. Its form ripples and disperses. That was a hard thing to read while fighting this. Okay, so as you can see, my health is lowered completely. I wasn't really paying too much attention, I won't lie. I was kind of like moving out of the corner of my eye. Okay, let me go back to using this for a little bit. See if I can increase the damage. I almost feel like this is the thing that that basically like the damage stacks, right? So this would be pretty good. I got this weapon yesterday. I'm already forgetting what it does. Okay. Okay, so one of them is returned to continue the attack. Yeah, this is completely different than the Ragnarök I once fought. Let me go grab all that health. So what oh god, I'm like running out of exhaustion. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed that. It was hard though. But it's going to be one of these things where, like, I need to prepare a little bit more. No, not prepare. I need to be silent and think about the movement. This just seems like one of those fights that you just dodge. You just get through it by just dodging. You know what I mean? You just dodge around. I'll be fine. I'm going to give this another go. I've got so many fragments. This is such a cheap fight to make, which is great. The only thing is it's time sensitive. That's the only bit that sucks about this. Okay, so I'm in the second fight, and what I almost feel like you need to do, this is just a guess, but I feel like it goes blue, then green, then like orangey red or whatever, and you're meant to just like work your way through them one by one, and then once you've defeated each of them twice, that's probably the end of the fight. That's what I'm assuming happens. But my method so far for dodging the attacks has simply been flying up and down, like this, but then also trying just to not fly into things. It's like simple as that sounds, right? It is kind of, it's a bit of a weird thing explaining dodging, because it's like, well, you just dodge it, right? But that's my method I'm going for, at least. That makes sense to me. Okay, so I've got to this part of the fight. This is the part I died at last time, right? So this is still super hard. I just realized I didn't activate my Rod of Discord, which is that technique that we got in the last episode. Apparently what you have to do is you just have to activate that every time you're on the world. So I'd really like that health. There's obviously a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I'll pick up that health. That feels good. I'm just going to crack on, and I'll be silent for a little bit. I'll let you know if anything too mad changes. I'd really like to show the fight in the entirety, but I just know that if I don't, if I do what I do, I'll oh, wait. Was I meant to kill the little dragon at the bottom? The little lizard? That thing had been following me around for a little while. I just kind of ignored it. Is that what you meant to do? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so we're actually going on to attempt number 5 now. So we did a couple, and then essentially what happened was I was managing to get through the initial phase, which was the 3 little gods or whatever they're called. And then once you beat that, the real boss fight begins. And I got to see like a few seconds of that, and it was kind of crazy. But what essentially happened was that despawned on me twice. And then what happened was it despawned on me the second time. And then when it hit nighttime again, it came back, which was kind of amazing. And I've never seen a modded boss do that before. But I don't really want to show it because I'm kind of like, I sound mardy during it because, you know, it was kind of a big deal to get to the end of the fight, and then have it break on you was not the best thing. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's modded, right? You know, it can't all be perfect, especially when you're like going, hey, Thorium, if I chuck in a bunch of extra stuff, can you still work just fine? You know what I mean by that? Like, do you get what I mean? I'm basically saying, Thorium, you get a free pass. Even though I was pretty grouchy. So I restarted my recording, and I actually had a break. Went and got some coffee, cooked a carbonara with garlic, which I learned is a sin from the comments on one of my older series. I didn't know that garlic and carbonara was a sin for Italians. Very interesting to know, actually. I really like garlic and carbonara. But yeah, when I was in Italy, the carbonara I had, oh, I still think about it. It was that good. Okay, carbonara aside, I'm going to crack on with this boss fight, doing the best I can. I actually had to go get some more of these little consumable throwables, but they were well worth it, because I really like them. And they're a lot easier to get than the ones from the pillar. Like, I could definitely do the pillars, and it'd be quick using my my current setup, but I can't be bothered. I really hate the pillars that much. But when you think about it, someone like me, I've probably done the pillars in their entirety 100 times, maybe more. So, you know, the time there is kind of crazy. Alright, let me crack on. And, let me crack on. And I'll bring you guys back in when it gets super crazy. Which should be pretty good. I feel like I'm going to get you there. Like, we're all going to see that. Because I've done it I've done it now. So, you know, I know I can do it. Oh, I should probably say, the strategy that I started to adopt, basically, was flying up and down like this, so it's a little bit more higher than the movements I was showing you before, and it just really seemed to help. I used boss cursor to try and align the kunai. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's all good. Okay, so one attack I haven't really figured out is this one right here, where it's circling these green orbs around you, and that's a perfect example. I just did it right then. So these green orbs circle around you, and then they just stop, and you don't know when that's coming, and it's like, well, how am I meant to avoid that if it happens in a second and you circle the character? Like, it's kind of pot luck that it won't happen to you. I just think that's kind of annoying. I don't really like that too much. So I've got to do another attempt, unfortunately. But, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. This one will be the right one, I'm hoping. Okay, so it won't let me spawn it in, but it's actually because this thing right here is still going, which is why we can hear all the lightning and such. So if it's going to give me a free attempt, I'll take it. It's just going to take a little while for that to come back in. And hopefully I can crack on. There should be like a good amount of hearts around as well, because I killed two of the brothers or whatever they're called. I'm going to just call them gods. I killed two of the gods, and I didn't pick up any hearts, so yeah, hopefully it should be good. Come on, buddy. Come on. We can't say that word because it's a swear, and YouTube will be like, nah, fam. Okay, right, let me crack on, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we're on to the final part now. So, I've just realized, because of the fact that it respawned, that does mean that the, sorry, this is really hard to, like, get my words out, but basically what it means is the 3 little serpents that have been following me around, there's only one of them. But I find with this fight, and this happens a lot, like, I remember this happening now in my older series, it's kind of unreliable, those. They tend to break quite frequently. I don't know if it's just me, if I'm just one of those people that break it. So I am seeing the difficulty spike now firsthand, because the damage output, like, even to get rid of, I just took a star. Even to get rid of some of these is just not working. Oh, there you go. There you go. What happened? Did I... Oh... Okay, going into the final part of the fight again. I hate that attack so much. Like, it just knocked off so much of my health then, just in a wanna, just before I go and do the main event. I can see why the difficulty spike was a big thing. Because throwers, yeah, it's a hard class to play as right now. I mean, 200 health, going into a fight this big with 2 million health. The odds are stacked against me, but I'm just going to have to keep focusing in and really focusing on the fact that I can't leave this area. I have to just maintain what I'm doing. Okay, I just wasted a bunch of time then by having exhaustion. So it's funny because I hate that attack so much. It's unreal. Like, it's frustrating. Like, I don't even want to do it. I don't like attacks you can't dodge. They're the worst, in my opinion. Like, I wish there was like a visual indicator. Maybe there is, but I've looked back on the footage because I didn't want to say that and then be like, well, James, if you notice. But no, for real, like, it's a slog to get through now, knowing that that is a thing. But that being said, we did get pretty, we got pretty into the fight, so it's probably doable. So I'll keep cracking on, but I'll probably stop commentating for a little while until I get a little bit closer towards the end, just so that it's a little bit easier. Okay, so I've done about 10, maybe 11 attempts at the fight now. Always getting to the final phase, and it's been different every time. Like, sometimes it's died because it's despawned. Sometimes I've died. Sometimes all 3 of the lizard people have made it to the final part of the fight. Sometimes only 1 has. So it's definitely a very inconsistent boss. But one of the things I really wanted to do was I wanted to take the fight as like serious as possible. And by that I mean I've got to have the best stuff. Because if I'm going to moan about a boss fight being hard, you got to have the best stuff before you go in. So I went and farmed the solar pillars one more time. And it only gave me 999 of those galaxy blades or whatever. And I really like the galaxy blades, so I'm using them kind of sparingly. But I also managed to make some better healing potions, which is going to help. How many of them do I have left? Right, I knew that. I was looking in my inventory and I was like, James, you didn't even make that many. So I don't even have any to use right now. So if I die, well, this one's on me because I was an absolute moron. And then I learned that during the fight, if you pick up life hearts, they actually heal for half and then poison you, which is something I didn't know about, which is kind of strange and kind of bizarre. So not great there, right? But anyway, that being said, I am cracking on even still because practice is practice. But I also got some like cake and stuff like that so that I could take it a bit more seriously and just do it properly, you know, because I really want to end on a bang. I don't want to end on like, well, I couldn't beat the final boss, which probably will happen looking at this. But, you know, I'm just practicing away. So I'll just carry on with this and keep cracking on. Okay, I died to this attack one more time. And I'm ready to rip my hair out. My god. I hate that attack so much. I wish there was a way to combat it. Another fight lost. I did actually have healing potions. I was just being boss blind. The worst part is having to wait around. Oh my god. I don't know if there's a night skip in Thorium, but I wish I knew where it was. Okay, I'm about to go into the final phase, hopefully. But I've managed to time it really well so that I've got a full bit of health, which I'm really, really hoping pays off as we approach this final little bit, because there is not a lot of stuff left for me to do, because I've almost run out of my galaxy things. Okay, I was really struggling then. Where is the boss? Okay, but I found the boss. I'm going to try and circle it and just do the best I can. But I'm really hoping that these extra daggers actually have a big effect on the fight. If not, there's not a lot I can do. I have the best throwing accessories. I have some really good late game accessories. It's like, what do you even do? I don't know. Whinge about it online. I don't think I'm going to do this. I don't think, honestly, look at the dent I made on that. I don't think I could do this fight. I think I might call it quits. But that's fine, you know, not being able to beat a final boss. I think it's fine. Come on, you've all seen me hold up against Supreme Calamitous. But I'm going to call that an absolute fail. I don't think I can do it. I mean, nah, I just don't think I can. Like, I've not been able to get any more damage than that. Maybe there's like a threshold. And you're like, once I do 10%, its defense gets knocked and the rest becomes easy. But I don't know, and I'm struggling to get there. And I think I'm going to call that a done deal. But that was really fun. I had fun. Thorium was wicked as a thrower. I really, really enjoyed it. It was great to get the final armor as well, and literally the second to last best weapon. That's so cool. I don't actually know if Ragnarök even dropped a weapon. I presume maybe it does. I might do some research about that. But guys, thank you so much for sticking this one out with me. I'll be starting up a brand new series very soon. And I'll let you know about all the details of that in the upcoming days. I'll post a video and we'll get talking about what it should be. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, even though I couldn't do the final boss. But look, I hold up my hands. That one is definitely a tough wall. Somebody did say at the start, it's near impossible or impossible. I don't know about the near part. Yeah, alright. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.